Good morning, everyone. It is 8:25 here in Mississippi. Coming to you early this morning. I've got something I got to take care of later today. So I just thought, let me go ahead and do it now. I'm already up. I'm dressed for the day. I've got some time between now and where I need to be. And it's all good. It's all good. I want to say good morning to Kathy and Deb. And I'm going to say good morning to John. It's nice to see you. Now, uh, I've just taken care of some channel business, and I think everything is set and ready to go. And there's some things I want to go over with you today. And let me get these pictures loaded. Um, Let me go ahead. Every time I do my live and I set it, I always have the good intentions of getting everything ready when I go, move ahead. But it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. Okay, I think I've got these. Sometimes StreamYard is so slow, and I know Restream sometimes gives Candor a fit. I don't know what it is for these platforms. I always said if YouTube would come up with their own, I mean, you can go live on using the platform here on YouTube. Well, I'm not on YouTube, but I am on StreamYard. But like over on YouTube, you can actually go live, and it seems like it works pretty well. The only thing is you cannot add, if you want to have a guest, you can't add guest. And I don't think you can add any photographs or anything. I may be wrong about that. I don't know. But my point is if YouTube would invest some time and money into setting up their platform like Restream or StreamYard, I think they would do very well. And it would keep us from having to have a third party app, as well as, I would even pay it, I would pay YouTube if they wanted to charge, if it was something that they felt like wasn't cost effective and they felt they needed to pass the cost on to subscribers, or for those of us who used it, I would pay them. I mean, I can understand, them having to cover their cost, but I would think it would work better. But I have a lot of problems, as does Candor. Okay. Deb, have a great day, darling. Yeah, Deb's at work today. Busy, so most likely just to be listening. Okay. One thing I want to cover, and none of this is major. None of this is major. Um, One thing I want to bring the attention to, I know I had done a little interview. I posted it. It was about Miss Boots. Miss Boots has been a long time friend of ours, and her husband, brother Carl. They just precious, precious people, and we love them so much. And now she just recently went to heaven. And when I think of people's lives and Miss Boots, I could tell that she was getting dementia, because when I was doing this little interview with her, she stated that she was 103. Well, she was 98 when she passed away. But then I'm going to have to be honest with you. There are a lot of people that live in their 90s, and a lot of them don't have birth certificates. They may have one, they may have one now in this, this day and age, but oftentimes the year that they were born is questionable because they don't have records. And if someone maybe wasn't okay, sometimes children, their parents pass away, their mother passes away. Maybe there's a lot of kids in the family, like it was like with my parents. My father and his family, there were 10 boys and one girl. There were 13 brother and sisters in my mother's family. There was nothing when someone said they had 15 children. I mean, no one even blinked. Today you hear those numbers and your eyes just get really big. Well, you would think, well, who would forget when their children were born? Well, I guess it happens because it happens a lot. There are a lot of Americans who are in their 90s and they never really knew exactly. They had a roundabout time, of their age. Some didn't have an exact birthday, I mean, and I know it's hard to believe, especially when everything now is recorded, but it wasn't always that way. And but then, the reason I think she also may have had dementia was because some of the things in the present she wasn't able to remember, but she could remember things a long time ago vividly, and she couldn't remember yesterday. But she went on to join Brother Carl, and they were just wonderful, wonderful people. They were the salt of the earth, and they both they lived in an old house, and she made homemade apple turnovers. She is really who I learned how to make turnovers from. Though she always made apple turnovers. It was always her thing, apple turnovers. And like at every church gathering where there was a potluck, she always did her apple turnovers. And everyone would request them. And I'm going to tell you, and another thing she made, and I think they're better than mine. I think they are 100 times better than mine. Her chicken and dumplings. She made the dumplings. That's what I envy, I think, the most, are how her dumplings were so light and fluffy. And she rolled them out and she cut them. They went to drop dumplings. They cooked up to perfection. And that was another thing that she always brought. And if you didn't get in early to get some, if you were in the back of the line, chances are you didn't get any. But yeah, and Brother Carl was such a gentle soul. He was such a good man. And I'm going to miss these people. I really will. And I know someone made comments under that little video that I did. Not nice at all. But you know what? That just teaches, that taught me the caliber of some of the people that are on YouTube. Okay, another thing. Let me check the chat. Hi Ava. Hi JP. Hi Odette. Odette, guess what, darling? Oh, short-term memory goes first. Oh, well, see, I wasn't sure, but I could just tell, like, when I was talking to her. Oh, Dad, your dad had a big family. Isn't it funny how our our ancestors would have such big families, and especially in times when they were really hard, like the Depression. There were so many big families, and they were so poor because of the Depression. It was like I guess they just didn't know contraceptive or the rhythm method, or using the calendar. I guess they just didn't do that. Ava, I hope you're doing well. Oh, and Odette, I'm glad you're here because I want to show you. Do you recognize someone? Sorry about the bars. Some things I'm not in control of. But I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it at a different viewpoint. Do you recognize anything, Odette? Naughty Eric. Odette. I love it. It's gonna the next time it's gonna be different. It will be really good. But the bars got in my way. The bars did. But I'll do it a different way next time. I know. I love it. I love it, Odette. A pinup. You know what? Look, if Raquel Welch could be a pinup on the prison wall on Shawshank Redemption, well, you're in good company. Hey, John, that's Odette on the prison wall. She's a pinup. It'll be better. The next one will be better. You'll be able to see Odette. But the vantage point here, it. Oh my gosh. Mm. You feel an emergency? Oh god. I think we're gonna expect some tears too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Yep, Odette, that's you, girl. But it'd be much better next time, I promise. Gosh, I love Shawshank Redemption. I probably watched it, I'm going to say at least or close to 10 times. And I like the Green Mile. The Green Mile was really good too. Um, I would recommend either of those. Oh, John, John, ooh, you in trouble? Yeah, yeah, John. What Odette said. Yeah, the Green Mile was really really good. Shawshank, so good. Um, and both of the movies, both of these films, just ran every emotion I had. It was. I don't think there was an emotion I didn't experience watching both of these films. They were so good. We did. Hey, Odette, we're going to get him. You hear me, John? You are in trouble. You're going to have the ladies coming after you. In big trouble. So, but I've got other Parchman Sister Bernice shorts. Uh, and yeah, there's gonna be it's gonna be better. And also, Father Rocker. Father Rocker is back. There's so much work to do. There's so much work to be done. We got a new, inmate boss, and of course we're going to have to be working closely with inmate boss, and yeah, there's no rest for the weary, and both Father Rocker and I, we are very weary, and you all should be weary too. And you know what? A day without Parchman State Penitentiary is like a day without sunshine. After all, Parchman State Penitentiary is where the Delta meets the clay. Luna, Astra, sick, 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 John. Oh, yeah, I think you might need a few biscuits for those girls, John. Hi, Cammy. Oh, I've got some good news, at least for me. It is a very profitable venture that I've just underwent. I have gotten with the company, and you may recognize the company. They asked me if I would be interested in them sponsoring my channel, and I said, well, I would very much uh, like that. I mean, you know, it's not often we get asked for, that companies want to sponsor YouTube channels. And the company is Kimberly Clark. They are the makers of Kleenex, and they said that they were aware that there is a lot of crying in our community, and asked if I would promote them. And I said, well, I certainly will. And they asked me if I had any kind of recommendations, because they always love to hear just from regular people like me. And I said, well, Kleenex, you have been around for a long time. You are something that has always been in my family home growing up. And depending on the room that you were in, depending on the decor, there was always a box of Kleenex that was coordinated with the room. And my mother always chose wisely, and she taught me well. And that is what I have always done. There were, certain shaped boxes for, depending on the room. And, from our living, you know, quarters, so like the living rooms, the dens, the kitchen, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, and so on and so forth. There was always a box of Kleenex that fit that mood perfectly. And we used them throughout our lives. I would even carry the little packs in my purse. I still have one in my purse today. And they said yes, that they were aware that there was just some people that are in our community who have a habit of crying, and it's become profitable. So why not make it profitable for Kimberly Clark as well as myself? And I took them up on their offer, and I want to thank Kimberly Clark, the makers of Kleenex. I want to say thank you to them. And my recommendation to them was they need to do like Puffs Plus. You know, Puffs Plus comes with, excuse me, it's very early in the morning still for me, and I may actually cry myself. But yes, Puffs Plus, they offer some of their Kleenex with lotion, and it's quite soothing when you're crying, or maybe you have a cold and you're reaching for a Puffs Plus with aloe, and it's comforting and soothing to the skin, to the nose, especially when you've had to blow your nose so many times. And I said, Kimberly Clark, Kleenex, I think that you may need to take a hint, and I'm offering you a big hint that you may need to do a line with and without lotion or aloe. And maybe you could do the lotion plus aloe. And that way it would be very beneficial for those who, in our community every day cries. Because who wants to go around with a red nose, an irritated nose because of crying? And I said, but the only thing when you do this, Kimberly Clark, the makers of Kleenex, um, you need to mark it on the box in bold red letters that if you need to clean your glasses off, that you won't reach for one like I have with Puffs Plus with lotion, because I couldn't see out of my glasses after I cleaned them with that because all that lotion ended up on my lens. And I said, this would at least make people aware not to reach for your brand to clean glasses. Because I had a hell of a time getting back home because I couldn't see out of my lens. It was like looking through a London fog. And Kimberly Clark said, I think that is a wonderful idea. And I said, yes, I know it is. And they said, and just for that, you get a bonus. And I'm all about the bonus. So that is also some good news I wanted to share with all of you. Let's see. Okay, oops. Oops. I think I muted myself. Okay, let's see what else I can share. Well, we have an authoress in our community now. Yes, we do. We certainly do. We have an author, Trevor Colt. He's written books. Well, now Lady Faith Hesketh. Look at here. Lady Faith Hesketh has come out with a children's book, Pirate Cat Pat. Now, it comes in both paperback and hardcover. And I prefer hardcovers. And I know there's some people that prefer, paperbacks. But I always, when I buy books, I always buy the hardcover. And I cannot wait to get it. It will arrive on Thursday. So um, now I didn't, okay, oops, that was something else I was going to share. Okay. Um, Faith's book, Pirate Cat Pat. Now it is 86 pages, and I thought it was actually was going to be just, I don't know. I thought it was might have been between a dozen and 15, between 12 and 15 pages. No, this is a full book. It's 86 pages. So it's coming on Thursday, and we usually don't get Amazon till afternoon. Usually around anywhere between 3 and 5 p.m. So I may not be able to read all of it to do a live on Friday for book review, but I may be able to read it all between the time I get it. If I take out time on Friday morning and read it and finish it, then I can do a review on Friday afternoon. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because for some reason, I thought it was just going to be, you know what I thought it was going to be? Like a golden book. You know, the golden books for children. That's what I thought it was going to be. No, it's 86 pages. It's a full book. It's a proper book. And so it's going to take me a while. And if I can't get through it Friday, I'm just going to have to put off the book review till maybe Saturday. But I will do a review on her book. And I can't wait to get it. I'm so excited for that. And again, let me show you what it looks like. Isn't that cute, though? I think it's so cute. I love the illustration. I love the boat. I love the cat. I love the hat. I love it all. I love it all. And I just think it's precious. Let's see. Oh, Ava, wouldn't that be wonderful? I wish her all the best. And you know what? This may lead into another book. And it may lead into a series of books. It may lead into a cartoon. It may lead into a little feature movie. Who knows? You never know. You never know. And yeah, I think it's wonderful. Hi, Kay. How you doing, darling? Oh, Cammy, Cammy, Cammy. I see what you just said. Where's he at? Oh, you know what? That's not the picture I meant to put up. But it's okay. Yeah. Hey, that's his Panama Jack hat. He's planning on going to Florida to see Eric. Mm-hmm. He's going to Florida with his Panama Jack hat to see Eric. They're going to the beach together. He said, King Eric, I saw you sitting out on that beach and I want to come on down. And Eric said, well, come on. Come on, Father Rocker. And Father Rocker said, well, I'm on my way. Let me put on my Panama Jack hat and I will be there. They didn't invite me. What does that tell you? And say I'm probably begging him. And even Odette is laying out in the sun. I think they probably think, Sister Bernice, you got too many clothes on. You'll burn up at the beach. So they didn't even extend an invitation to me. Oh, and speaking of which, this on this video, the boss, I, this popped up. No, that's not it. This is it. I've got over 500 views. And not only do I have over 500 views on it, I got one subscriber out of it. When I saw that, I laughed, y'all. I said, "Ooh, look at that! I got me a subscriber from that." Yes, I do. What do y'all think about that? Hey, hey, Kay, let me show you. But we're gonna. This gonna be a better. It's gonna be a better view of it on the next one. You can't see it very good here because of the prison, the cell. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. You're gonna be able to see it better next short. Yes, you will. Thank you, Ava. Thank you, darling. Meghan Markle's whole hat. Oh gosh, that's what I. Hey, no lying now, no lying. That that that's that that's Father Rocker. That may be his whole hat too. I don't know, but he told me it was his Panama Jack hat. He said, "Yeah, this is my Panama Jack hat, and I'm going. I'm headed to Florida because it's not very far from Georgia to Florida because y'all know there is the Georgia Florida state line, right? As a matter of fact, there's a music group called Georgia Florida State Line, hmm and so it's not very far, Father Rocker to Eric, not at all, and actually, it's not far from me either. Let's see, John, isn't that awesome though? That she's got a book now. So I'm just so happy for her. Oh, let's see. I know, Cammy. But when somebody takes something and ruins it, you know what people should do? They should adopt it even more and associate it with an island, a beach, a summertime. We should take it back. We shouldn't let people just run off with things and ruin them. I know a lifelong. We may never see Father Rocker again. He may say the Delta of Mississippi is one thing, but down here on the beach with inmate boss, well, it's just another. It is just another, and that's what Eric. He's the boss. Hmm. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting Facebook and let's see. Yeah, Kay, that is. That's Odette. You'll see her. You'll be able to see her better in the next short. She's out sunning. Because remember, someone said that she was it transparent? I can't remember what she called. I keep confusing what she said. I can't remember. Well, let me tell you this. No, Odette isn't what someone said she was. Translucent. What can I ever remember that, Odette? I always say transparent. Translucent. Yeah, someone said she was translucent. Odette is far from translucent. And rather than being a little short, dumpy 5'8" chick, Odette is statuesque. She's got these long legs. She stands 5'8". Beautiful skin. No need for a filter. Mm-mm. But isn't that awesome, Kay? Ah, yes, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The next poster needs to be a group of all the ladies on watch. Oh, John. And I want you all to know that I get, if I use anyone, I always get their permission. I just want you all to know that. I don't do anything unless I get someone's approval. And I just think that's the right thing to do. And, and it makes it more fun, when you got the approval of someone. It just, to me, it just makes it more fun. And I don't know if that would happen. John, just to be honest, I don't know if that would if it could be possible, but I don't know if that would happen. I really don't. But goodness, y'all. Yes, yes. And I'll have to bring out all the Kleenex. And remember, if you reach for a tissue, make it Kleenex brand, because Kimberly Clark is sponsoring this video. Thank you, Kimberly Clark. Thank you for seeing there was a need for Kleenex in our community. Because with every emergency live comes the tears, and the tears flow, and you gotta blow your nose. And we need you, Kleenex. Yes, we do. Because that is the tissue all for you. Yes. Okay. I did my part. Now send me my check. Okay. All righty. Yeah, John, it certainly is. Because I wouldn't do it otherwise. I know a lot of people say, oh, but, look, I just feel like someone's image is their image. And I know there's a lot of stuff going around and going on. And I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what people do. You know, if they make like Fiona, she's made me some photos, and I laugh. I think that they're great because she's really good. I tell you, Fiona's really good. She's really really good at doing things. I'm still like a novice. Candor gets into the details. I mean, he goes in, and it's like when you look at his posters, You can't just glance at them. You got to look at everything. I don't know how he gets so much stuff in in one poster, but I swear he does. And I don't know how he does it. I mean, he was the one who made up the blow up doll because I couldn't do it and Fiona couldn't do it. And he said, "Give it to me. I'm going to do it." Well, I'll be doggone if he didn't do it. He did it. Hi, Lorraine. Nice to see you, sweetie. So, oh, wait. I gotta read because I'm not understanding that. Okay. Cammy plus Candor being live as well. Is Candor live? I checked and I didn't see him live before I went live. A poster with 150 famous women would be funny. Oh, that would be funny. Lorraine, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, he does, John, and I don't know how he can get so much into one poster. He doesn't miss a turn. He doesn't. There's listen. I don't know how he does it. Oh gosh, I didn't know he went live. Well, let's go over there and join him. And later today, I'll come back and we can get into some trouble. But anyway, listen. Thank you for joining me this morning. I just wanted to share a few things with all of you. Let's go there and join Candor. See what he's got to say. Because I know he's going to be full of stuff. Anyway, y'all be good. I can go over and watch at least an hour with him, and then I got to do something today. Oh no, well no, it's going to be less than an hour. I might be able to spend 30 minutes. I didn't see what time it was. I'll be able to spend 30 minutes, and then I got to leave the house. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Much love to all of you, and I'll see you later. Bye.